Welcome in. Get seated, get comfortable, because we're here for another live commitment, and I'm excited about the one we got today. A top 25 player at his position from the state of Alabama is going to be making his decision right here. But before we get into it, make sure you guys are locked in. Hit subscribe to the On3 Recruit channel, the best recruiting channel on all of YouTube. All right, today's commitment. Who are we here for? It's Carde Smith. He's a four-star prospect, the number 21 ranked offensive tackle in America, and he's from Mobile, Alabama. He's got a ton of offers, and at one point, Carde was committed to Auburn, but after decommitting in June, Smith has narrowed that list down to three. You see it right here: Colorado, Mississippi State, and USC. Those are the finalists. And after getting on the road this spring, he took his visits in the summer. He is ready to make a decision, and I'm excited to host this one. Let's put on the film. Now, first thing I see with Carde Smith is he's a people mover. He's a bulldozer. Whatever you want to call it, Smith is a force in the trenches. Quick first step and the ability to move people out of the way goes a long way, especially at 6'6.5", 295 pounds. Smith projects as a premier offensive tackle on the next level. He's going to need a year or two to develop, but with his frame and athleticism, it is easy to see why Carde Smith is so coveted. All right, let's take a look at these social handles. Remember, his career is just about to take off. Make sure you hit follow. That's where you want to go right there. Hit follow. All right, we have Carde Smith down in Alabama, ready to go. Carde, today's your big day. How you feeling? What are your emotions like?
Oh, man, I'm feeling good. Feeling excited, Worked hard for this moment. It's time to make it happen.
Yeah, it's here. So you got your finalists. We see the three teams. What was it about those three programs that made your final list?
Really just the connection with the coaches, the players, the environments. It's just amazing.
All right, here it is. The floor is yours. Say your thank yous and let us know where you're committing to college.
First, I want to thank my teammates, helping me along the way. I want to thank my coaches for putting me in the right position to stride and do what I love to do. Let's play a game of football and block. And I want to thank my mom, my brother, my grandma, my cousin, really my whole family for having my back through all this. And with that being said, I'll be committed to USC. Fight on.
The Trojans pick up big man Carde Smith. Carde, when did you know USC was the best fit for you?
Really when I went up there for an official visit, I fell in love with the place. A lot of people say it's about money. It's not really about money, but because before I even did the NIL talk, I didn't want to leave. I was already telling my mom, I don't want to leave. Like, this feel like home to me. Sitting down with Coach Henson, talking to Coach Henson, he showed me the game, showed me what I need to work on. Talking with Coach Riley, feel like Coach Riley, the best head coach in the game. Just being in Cali itself, it's amazing. And they treat me like family. The players, the coaches, the recruits, all that just felt like home to me.
All right, so from Mobile to Los Angeles, California, talk to Trojan fans real quick. What can they expect from Carde Smith when he arrives on campus?
Y'all, you can expect to get a dog. I'm coming.
That's right. All right, fight on. Congratulations, Carde. Thank you for making your commitment here on the On3 Recruits channel. Go celebrate. Have a blast. You are now a USC Trojan.
Fight on.
Fight on. There it is. Carde Smith off the board from Mobile to Los Angeles. He is now a USC Trojan, the number 21 ranked offensive tackle in America, and he's a good one. He goes 6'6.5", 295 pounds. Wow, what an addition for that offensive line class heading out to USC. All right, let's bring in expert Scott Schrader from WeAreSC. Scott, we had you on the inside scoop yesterday asking you who could be the next to commit. It is Carde Smith. How important is this commitment for USC?
I mean, it's a huge commitment for USC. It's an area where USC has recruited pretty well on the offensive line the last couple of years. They maybe haven't gotten a lot of high profile guys But they had two offensive line commits in Elijah Vicona and Willie Washer. One's a center, one's a 6'7", 360-pound project, probably a few years away until he'll be ready to play. So you get Carde Smith, who's a guy that we really didn't even know how hard USC was recruiting him until just shortly before he announced he was going to take a visit. And I just know that this was a big deal for them to get a commitment from him.
Oh, absolutely. And it's got to also help with quarterback Julian Lewis. I mean, he's got to get some help on that offensive front. And Carde Smith going 6'6.5", 295 pounds. I mean, did you hear that Julian Lewis, had any hand in this? And do they also have a relationship? They're both from the South.
I have not heard whether they have a relationship or not. I know they're familiar with him. He and his father, TC, we've talked about him. So getting like you just said, I mean, it's a conversation I've also had with the Lewises about getting some of these offensive linemen to commit. If you're going to come in as a high profile quarterback, you definitely got to know you're going to have guys that are going to be protecting your butt. So yeah, so I do think it's a big deal, and I think it would be a big deal if they get a commitment, just as big a deal if they get a commitment from Aaron Dunn later this week.
All right. Another offensive lineman, Aaron Dunn, could commit later this week. We'll see what happens with that. What would you say at this point, 16 commitments on this commit list with the addition of Carde Smith? What is the most important position of need that USC has to address before signing day?
The interior defensive line. They thought they had a couple of guys in Justice Terry and IJ Gibson. Maybe IJ is not the same type of position player that Justice Terry will be, but that is definitely the position going forward that they're hoping to gain some commitments from down the road. But you're looking at guys that USC's going after these elite guys, and they're competing against Ohio State. They're competing against Alabama, Georgia, the Texas A&M, programs, whether they're, one of the elite programs that have been winning for the last, 5+ years, or they've got an NIL collective that's, off the charts, really, really good. So, that's going to be definitely where they need to start adding some guys.
All right. Scott Schrader with We Are SC. I'm sure the message boards are buzzing right now. Scott, go check out your site, and appreciate you dropping by this On3 live commitment.
Thanks, Josh.
All right. There it is. USC lands Carde Smith, their 16th commitment. Guys, tap in, comment section below. How are we feeling about the addition of Carde Smith, a 6'6.5", 295-pound offensive lineman? And like Scott said, he might not be the last. Aaron Dunn out of Utah goes 6'7.5", 300 pounds, and he's committing later this week. USC fans, see this whole offensive line class come together this week. Let us know. Comment section below how we feeling, and if you're still here hanging out with us, make sure you hit subscribe. We got more live commitments coming this summer. I want you guys to be a part of it. Appreciate you.